Good morning or afternoon or evening wherever you are. I'm Fleur and welcome back to my little corner of the internet. I'm super excited that you're here in a very calm way. If you're new here, please subscribe so we can hang out together. It's a fun community, at least I think so. Today is very different from what I've shown you so far. It's very casual. This is my first soft-spoken video as well. Who is she? I just got out of the shower, as you may be able to tell, and I recently did some online thrifting and I got some new items and I've wanted to show you, but I couldn't find the right time. And I was in the shower and I was like, you don't have to turn the lights on and do the makeup and the hair and the whatever, because you're probably not in a full face of makeup with your hair well done with some vibe lights. Maybe you are. If you are, good on you. But I felt like this would be a little bit more realistic. Because this is what I look like 99% of the time. So, yeah, without any further ado, let's just dive into the stuff I want to show you. I'm also very curious to see how my hair is going to dry, because usually I blow dry my bangs. But I haven't now, so bear with me. This also might not be the video where you really fall asleep to, but where you just can hang out with me, you know? Whatever floats your boat. I have clothing items, I have beauty products, books, and art stuff. So I'll get into the art stuff first because it's closest by me. First, I got some new watercolors, and I haven't had a new palette in years, so I'll show you the old one. I worked with this watercolor palette for years. Really, I think I've had this since elementary school. My parents just got us, and I probably hogged it. I don't think my brother has ever seen it. But it has worked very well. It's also just gross and used. But I felt like I wanted to step up my game. I've been painting a lot and coloring a lot, and I don't know, I just felt like it was time. I'm 23, it's time. So I got this 48 color palette off of Amazon, and it's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. I am really excited about it. Let me it up. It comes with little papers that you can paint on, which I don't use, but these are the colors. There are a lot of them, and it has one of those brush pens where you put water in here and then you don't have to dip your brush into the water, because you can just squeeze out the water and then choose a color. Some of the colors are surprisingly bright. I did not expect that at all. So I did a few paintings with them in my Rectus journal, and I'll show you what the color payoff pigmentation is, because I was very surprised by it. In case you haven't seen, this is my Rectus journal. I have a video where I do a flip through of it so far, but you're gonna see some new pages. As you can see, this page asked for a list of extra ideas for the journal. One of the ideas I had was tie-dye a page, so I figured it would be nice to tie-dye a page, but just watercolor it. I don't know if you can tell, but the green that's on here is insanely bright. almost neon. And let's see, where else did I use it? Oh yeah. This was a page that says make prints using an ink pad and cut vegetables. So you would cut vegetables and make shapes on the page. And I did the background because I haven't cut up anything yet. But look at how insanely bright these are. It looks like I used highlighters, but that's crazy. And that's watercolor ink. Watercolor ink paint. That's just crazy to me. I don't know. I am loving it so far. It's really, really nice, and it's fun to experiment with a lot more colors because this has a lot more pastel tones, which I didn't really have. So I'm having a lot of fun playing around with that. And I also ordered from Vinted some stickers. Very nice, crinkly bag. Because I want to step up my journaling game, so I figured I should get some stickers. I'm not one of those amazingly creative, beautiful souls who can do a journal with color themes and a bunch of stickers and beautiful additions to it. I just write it. I just write. But I want to start adding some photos and stickers to my journal, maybe, because I've noticed I'm making a lot of lists and I've been drawing in it as well, so I yeah, decided I'd get some stickers. I'll show you a few. These are absolutely gorgeous. These are butterflies. And you can just cut them out and stick them on whatever page or surface you'd like. I think they're so pretty. I almost feel bad using them. These are gorgeous too, flowers. I think these are going to be a pain to cut out. I've been using one of those. Let's see if I have it here. I've been using one of those like eyebrow, eyelash, whatever scissors to cut them out because a normal pair of scissors doesn't work. But let's see, do I have another one? Oh yes. These. I love it. Oh yeah, and also some other plants. So I'm excited to add those to pages, just for the vibes. And then I also got some of these. They kind of look like stamps, but not really. They have these little prints on it, which is cute. Love it. So yeah, I'm excited to use those more. I haven't been drawing the past few days as much, but I'll get back into it. It ebbs and flows. Then I got some clothing items that I'll show you. It sounds a lot more exciting than it is because there are only 2 items, but they're definitely worth mentioning. I ordered multiple. I think this was the person who I ordered a beauty item from, and I also saw this t-shirt, and when you bundle up items on Vinted you get a discount, so this was like €2, but it's a nice Ramones t-shirt. It's boxy fit, which I like because I don't like it when they are too long. Sometimes I do, it depends on the purpose, but this is a t-shirt that I would probably wear to work or something, so. I do have 3 items, hang on. almost forgot about this, but this is kind of what inspired me to do a haul on a video, because I got an iconic t-shirt. Okay, I'm really happy with this. This is a t-shirt by The Mountain, and if you know the brand, they do a lot of, at this point, I don't know if they are ironic t-shirts or if it's just serious, but these are semi-ironic, I think. This one is just really cool. Like, I feel like I don't need to explain any of this. This is just absolutely amazing. I love this so much. It has horses. I'm not a horse person, but on a t-shirt, yes. So, and then the final item. I got this one yesterday. It finally came in. I've waited for it for, I would say, 3 weeks at this point. But it's a crew neck shirt. It says TGIF. This grandma is fantastic. And I just felt like it suited me. It's kind of what my life is looking like. I'm kind of living a grandma lifestyle. Crocheting, writing, going to bed really early, rising early, that kind of stuff. Biggest outing of the day is the grocery store, you know, so I felt like I should get this one. And what I love about it is the embroidery on it. Can you see? It has the most lovely flower details. And I just think this is hilarious. It's by the brand MNC Sportswear Energy. And MNC has a lot of these kinds of greatest grandpa, greatest grandchild crew necks. I got this off of Vinted. The only downside is that it's a size medium, and oftentimes in those 80s shirts and American brands, I fit into a size medium quite well and it'll fit oversized. But here it's just like a regular medium as I know them, so I should have, well, there wasn't another size of this because it's vintage, but I should have looked for one probably that was a size larger. So I'm really not sure yet if I'm going to rock it or resell it, which is sad. I still absolutely admire this one though, but I feel like I wouldn't get as much wear out of it. I've also considered taking this out and adding it to a different shirt, like getting that done by someone. I'm not sure yet, but I really appreciate this shirt a lot. So, that was it for clothes. Then I got 4 books recently. Actually there are 5, but one of them arrived broken. I was talking to one of you guys on Instagram, and they said that they loved Call Me By Your Name, and I've seen the movie, and I want to read the book so bad now, because they were so excited about it. I feel like I'm gonna love it too, so I ordered it, and it was damaged, so that was a big disappointment. So I returned it, and I ordered one of a Vinted, which was actually nice because it was only €4, so I love a good Vinted deal. But that one is still on the way. So the ones I did get, this one is my first Dutch novel that I've gotten in 10 years. It's called Goede Nachtrust by Peter Buurman. It's translated as A Good Night's Sleep by Peter Buurman. And this is funny because we have a Dutch Instagram page where it's basically like fake news. It's really hilarious. And he is one of the authors for the articles on the Instagram page. If you're Dutch, hij is een auteur van De Speld. And this is a novel about a man who, a burglar, he breaks into an old man's home, and instead of it escalating, he sees the man in his bed, and he immediately empathizes with him, and he's like, "Can I get you anything?" And they go on this adventure together in the night. And yeah, I've already read it. I'm saving my review for my monthly wrap-up. But I think even if you're not Dutch, you'll never read the book. I think it's still funny to hear about this story because it's definitely worth mentioning. I had a good time reading it. And yeah, I might try some other Dutch authors again. I don't know. So, yep, that's that one. Then I finally got Mythos by Stephen Fry. I've had my eye on this for a while and I couldn't find a cheap one. It's a pretty big book, so they're on the more expensive side. The English version is harder to find on here. And I love it when on Vinted people are selling these books for obnoxiously low prices. I feel like they haven't looked into it, you know? So I got this one for €4 as well, which is crazy, and I think I'll have this book forever, which is amazing. If you don't know, Stephen Fry, Mythos goes into the Greek myths. They're all retellings. I think they are more humorously written. It says humorous here too, but I was talking to a friend and he also said that they were humorous, so can't wait. I just see now that someone folded down a page. Is it on purpose? I don't think so. Sometimes I wonder if I run into secret messages in this book. So I'm looking forward to reading that. I don't know when I will, but... And then I got 2 Claire Keegan books. They're very short, novella-sized stories. This one is Foster, and it's about a girl who goes into a foster home for a year as her mother cares for a newborn. They have a lot of children. It's set in Ireland, and it's gorgeous and tender. I've already read it, and I'm saving my review. But I can already say I highly recommend you get this book. It's beautiful. And then I got small things like these. I get a lot of my book recommendations from Jack Edwards' YouTube channel. I feel like he has very good taste, and the books that he likes I like as well. It's how I got into reading again. So I got Foster because he said it was good. Then I saw he reviewed this one very highly as well. So I had to read another book by her. I think these make great sounds. So, yeah. Now we're getting into the makeup and beauty items. It's partly thrifted and partly new, and I think I've mentioned this before, but I sometimes thrift makeup items off of Vinted, but I want to preface this by saying you should be really careful purchasing makeup online because of sanitary reasons, of course. Also because of shipping, because if it's just a person sending you the package, it can get broken on the way, and if you're buying from the store, they usually wrap it more carefully. I am very careful and specific when I shop secondhand for makeup. I ask for photos of the item to check if it's really unused, if it's been swatched or not, if it's still in the original packaging, that kind of stuff. If there are any signs of use or something, I'm not getting near it at all. But usually the people on Vinted are just... the makeup that I've gotten are from girls my own age, women, anything my age, and I kind of trust them because it's usually like, oh hey, I swatched this once, it's not my shade, selling it, but for a lot less, and I feel like I feel better doing that than paying full price in the store because it's laying in someone's house and just going to waste, and I'd rather get it off of them, if that makes sense. I don't know. But please be careful when you do so. Okay. But some are also new, so. Also, this only counts for makeup. I don't buy skincare secondhand because that's a little bit too risky for me. Funny how that works. The first thing I got new, the item itself is in my bathroom, so I'm not going to get the product, so I'll just show you the box. But it's an eyelash serum, and I started it last week. I'll keep you guys posted. But it's the Ordinary Serum, multi-peptide serum. Multi-technology serum to promote the look of thicker, fuller, healthier lashes and brows. So, I always really like The Ordinary and I trust them completely, so I have good hopes, but we'll see. Then I have the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Eye Primer. I think I've also mentioned this before, but I was looking for one for an eyeshadow primer, and someone mentioned this, and I just decided to go for it. It was discounted in the store, so I had to. And this is the item. And it opens like so. Yep, that was too loud once again, but here's the applicator. And here's what it looks like on my hand. And so far so good. Haven't had any troubles with it, so I kind of like the smell of this too. It might be a little bit coconutty. Is it? I don't know. But yeah, that's nice. I'm very glad I got it. I also got the Combinal lash dye. I've dyed my lashes before. I like doing it in the summer because it's just easy, but I accidentally only got the dye and not the hydrogen peroxide that goes with it, so still waiting for that to come in. So I can't dye them yet. I'm also not sure if you're supposed to have dyed lashes while using a lash serum. I feel like there shouldn't be anything wrong with using both, but because of all the terms like hydrogen peroxide and multi-peptide, I'm afraid I'll get like chemical burns on my eyes. Sorry for the very unrelaxing statement. What else did I get new? Oh yeah. It's the Ordinary AHA BHA peeling solution. It's the red liquid that you may have seen online. I've had it before and mine had gone bad, which is fine because I was almost out, but I feel like with makeup, when it goes bad, you can kind of still use it. Like, who doesn't have like a powder they've had for 4 years, right? But with skincare, and especially peelings and chemicals, I'm not risking it. I feel like you shouldn't either. But feel like it works really well. You should definitely test your skin though if you're not allergic or sensitive to it, because you don't want any trouble with that. I'm gonna need you to let me know what you're thinking of the whole soft-spoken experience. I like talking like this, but I feel like I'm not as chill as I would be. And also, I feel like I'm rushing. I'm probably not, because I have a lot to go through and I don't want to make an hour-long video. So, let me know. Then, this one I got off of Vinted is the Fenty Beauty highlighter in the shade Starstruck. And this is kind of this is a story, because I was looking for a liquid or stick highlighter, cream highlighter. So I had ordered this one, but then the girl who I bought it from didn't send it. And I was just waiting and waiting. So as I was losing my patience, I ordered another one. And that's the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand in the shade Spotlight. Also because I want to try Charlotte Tilbury. And also because I was just impatient. And what happened is I messaged the girl, like, hey, could you maybe cancel my order? I won't be using it probably, blah blah blah. And suddenly it was shipped and on its way, and it arrived the next day. That's kind of the downside of online thrifting, I guess. But I can't really complain because I have two great items. So, you know, I think I was meant to have both. But here is the highlighter. I'm so excited to try it. I haven't gotten any of the product out yet because I wanted to show you that this is the stuff I look for on Vinted. Like, give me the unused, clean top. Because people sell a lot of stuff online and it's not always good. Okay, this is going to be... I'm going to let you see it first, I think. Ooh. Can I get even closer? Oh my god. Was that satisfying or really gross? Maybe I should give a little warning beforehand. Okay. I've heard that this was a really messy product. I can already tell this is going to be a mess, but I'm going to blend in. Oh god. That's stunning. It doesn't really show up too well on camera, but I feel like putting a little here. I don't mind that smell at all. I'm gonna wipe this off. Okay. So I'm very excited to integrate this into my routine. Anyway, here is the Fenty Beauty one that I'll swatch as well. It has a very similar tone, but it's more pink. God, I really don't think you can tell, but just trust me. Unrelated to the haul, but speaking of Charlotte Tilbury, if you're in the world, you've probably heard about the hype around the lipstick Pillow Talk by Charlotte Tilbury, and L'Oreal has the perfect dupe. It's in the shade 630 Beige Nude, and I'm so glad I came across this one because it's literally identical. I mean, that's the lipstick. And it's so much cheaper. So, if you're looking for a really nice dupe, you should get your hands on this one. This wasn't part of the haul though, but then I have the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Compact Powder in the shade One Fair. I'll show you the item. Nice. Oh my god, I can see myself and it's not looking too great. Like I'm rounded, if you can. I love it when content creators do this and you can see their setup. Because I'm nosy. And I'm thinking you're nosy too because you're watching this. And I think being nosy is a great thing. Sometimes. This is the powder. And I can't wait to look airbrushed. So yeah. I expected this to feel a little bit more heavy because it's Charlotte Tilbury, but I think it feels pretty light. Then item I got new is the e.l.f. Stale Day Blue Light Micro Setting Mist. It has this clicky thing in it. I don't know if that was relaxing, but wanted a new setting spray, so I figured I would try it. Because the one that I have is a matte finish, and I'm not always looking for a matte finish. But I do want it to last, so this was also discounted in the store, so this was €4 as well. Then this I got off of Vinted, and this is probably the beauty item that I'm the most hyped about. It's the ColourPop On a Whimsy palette. And it's a limited edition palette, so it's not being sold in the store anymore. But, it's still untouched, and that makes me really happy. This deserves a video of its own. We'll do that some other time. I'll show you the shades that are in here because what initially got me looking into ColourPop was that I wanted a blue shimmer shade, and I got one and it's amazing. I'm not going to swatch it in this video, but oh, so gorgeous, and the rest is just very, very usable shades. I love the names. So Ferris, Merry Go Go, Games, Hop and Skip, Taffy Much, Cold Drink, Deep Fried, Thrill Ride, Waltz, Greatest Ever, Main Street, and Funnel. I think those are very lovely, and I think that the packaging is just wonderful. Like I said, this deserves a video on its own. I have to say, I was really inspired by Sincerely ASMR with choosing ColourPop as a brand for eyeshadow shades. I haven't tried them before, and they don't really sell in the Netherlands, I think. I haven't found them anywhere. So I'm really, really excited to try them out because I am only hearing good stuff about the brand. So. Then, the last thing, which contains multiple things, is this little Sephora gift bag thingy that someone was selling. It has some mini items, which was great because it has the Tarte C Surfer Curl Mini Mascara. I'm kind of looking for a new mascara and exploring different ones. So this is really nice, so I can just try it out. Because I had the Essence Lash Princess one. I mentioned that before. I only had that one. But it went bad, and I didn't notice it until I would get little, it looked like pimples, like in my eye, in my waterline. And I didn't know where it was coming from. And then I smelled my mascara. You should smell your mascara if you haven't in a while. I don't know how it happened, but it's not good anymore. It also had this mini Rare Beauty mascara, which is also lovely because the price of this bag combined is less than like one of these mascaras. So I think it was very nice deal because I can try out a bunch of different items. It also has the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. I'm not going to take them out because they're so small and I don't want to open them yet. But this one is very mini, which is funny. It also had the Makeup Forever Aqua Resistant Graphic Pen, and it's an eyeliner. Which is good because mine has dried out. And I don't use it as often as I did anymore. I had a whole black eyeliner face. I think we've all had one of those, but not that much anymore, so I'm good with a small one. And then I got two very cute mini Natasha Denona eyeshadows. And I'll probably do a get ready with me using all these items at some point. But we'll have to wait for the right time and vibe to do that. That was all that I got. This has been something that I've been collecting over the past few weeks, I think. So glad to now have shown you all of it so I can use it and get rid of the packaging and all that stuff. So yeah. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a very, very peaceful time wherever you are. And I'll see you in my next video. I'm gonna give you your forehead kiss. Bye.